All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to T-Pick. This podcast is canceled.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
That's good.
Good. Can you put your phone down for like 2 seconds, dude?
Hello?
That was really fast.
No one called. I have no friends.
You got a couple friends out there. Really sad right now.
I have to feed them to keep them around.
That's true. And lock the door so they can't leave.
Sorry, you can't leave. I'm not kidnapping you, I swear. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this podcast is canceled. I am canceled.
He is. Should have heard what he was saying about disabled people.
Oh, shit. No, I'm Graham.
I'm Dane.
Yeah, so welcome. We're doing Army of the Dead this episode.
Army of the Dead.
Dead
the
Armies.
New Zack Snyder flick.
Yeah, a lot more pink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very Suicide Squad-y, even though he didn't do Suicide Squad.
Yes, but definitely has that vibe of like just neon that's been happening since Suicide Squad.
And just
probably
at your
before.
At your face. And going into this movie, okay, by the way, before we start, spoilers for the whole movie. So.
Right. I did start making a supercut of spoilers. I got about, I think there's like 30 seconds so far. Just spoilers. So.
We just get to like, here's our spoiler-free talk, and it's just like the nonsense we say before the episode starts,
yeah.
And then spoiler talk.
Welcome to Spoiler Talk.
So yeah, watching the trailers for this movie, it definitely was kind of pitched to be more of a comedy, and I thought it was definitely like upbeat, but it wasn't. I wouldn't consider it like laugh out loud comedy. It was just more lighthearted zombie flick than like The Walking Dead.
Right. It had some more humor to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this also had a lot of drama too.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me a lot of the feeling you get from Shaun of the Dead for the last like half an hour. Where like everybody's dying and spoilers.
Well, that's going on the supercut.
Damn it. So yeah, that's kind of my initial thoughts on it before we dive into it. What about you?
Yeah. Like, when I first saw that this movie was coming out, and I was like, I don't know if I want to see this. It kind of just looks stupid. But then seeing that Zack Snyder was involved and he knows how to direct action movies, he has a good track record. And I was like, oh, I'll check it out then. I like his stuff. So, and the casts I like, well, the ones that I do know. There was a lot I didn't. Like Dave Bautista, I like him. Mm-hmm. He's not actually a bad dramatic actor either.
Yeah, he did pretty
showing
well.
In this. Yeah. But he has great comedy chops from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's deadpan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's a pro wrestler, so he knows how to fight.
So he flexed his comedic chops, he flexed his dramatic chops, and he flexed his biceps. And he just flexed.
And his pork chops. Yeah.
He's not a piece of meat. He's a person.
We're all pieces of meat.
I mean, yes.
Controlling a skeleton mech.
Dude, that's deep, dude.
I didn't make it up.
Oh, well then.
Canceled.
You appropriating, dude?
Hell yeah. The memes, bro. I don't know the original creator.
They are not going to stop.
No, they're not.
Nope.
I don't think it's picking it up too bad, though.
Okay, we're talking about the dogs. They're scratching at the door. Scratching and scritching.
Scritch, scratch, scrooch. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah. Take it.
Where do we want to start?
I would say probably the best place to start is at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got him! I'm gonna Batista chop you.
Is that his signature move? That's how he makes bread. Or massages people.
No, I always think of him as like somebody who's like so muscly that like he'll try to do stuff and he's just like breaks a jar and he's like,
not again. Or he hugs someone and kills them.
Yeah. He's like, no!
My God, why? Good stuff. But yeah, the beginning, it shows like, well, there's like two parallel things happening. People are getting married in Vegas, and then this Army, or the Air Force, actually. It's the Air Force. I recognize them because I was in it. I saw the ranks, pro here. Pro Air Force boy here.
Why are they on the ground then?
Because you're ignorant.
Canceled.
No, because the Air Force owns Area 51, where they run it.
Oh.
I mean, they also have Army and Marines, but I think...
You mean they have an army?
Of normal humans.
Of normal humans?
Yeah.
To fight the army of the dead?
No. Yeah, so it starts out with a convoy, and it reminded me of the movie Zombievers. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's a terrific horror comedy that's like a B movie on purpose. And it was like, in the beginning, there's these people. It's John Mayer and like a beard, and you can't even really like recognize him.
John Mayer?
Yeah.
Like the guitar player?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's John Mayer and then Bill Burr, and they're like talking. They're just having like silly conversations, and they crash, and then the spoilers for the Zombievers. I know it's really people are really diving deep into those theories. But they're carrying like toxic waste and like swerve out of the way of something in the road, and then it turns all the beavers into like flesh-eating monsters. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah. But that's kind of like the vibe I got, because like the two people were having like that tongue-in-cheek conversation about what they're carrying. Mm-hmm. And like, well, we just came from, well, Yeah.
That guy's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me.
Tell me. I liked it because it was like making fun of exposition movies like that.
Yeah.
At least that's the vibe I got from it. What about you?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Where, like nobody would have that conversation, like, especially right before they crash. But you can kind of see what, like, in movies, you kind of have to do that because they're not going to show the entire transport of this creature.
Right.
That'd be the whole movie.
It'd be really boring.
Yeah, right. And then at the end, the end.
Like, okay, that's it.
That's it. That's a fun movie.
Oh, and then...
Do you have other things that you... Oh, that's where your notes are.
Yeah.
I was like, do you have something to do? Like, you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, dude. Gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, he's... for those listening, Graham is constantly on his phone texting.
TikTok, dude.
Oh, TikTok, yeah. Gotta do your dance, little like... do the e-boy shit.
What's the e-boy shit?
This, though.
The e-boy.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
They're e-boys. They're not e-robots.
Yeah, they gotta poop.
They got... Everybody poops, even e-boys.
You heard it here first.
Oh, throwback.
Yeah.
You haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, no.
You heard it here first, folks. That you haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, so it ends up there carrying a zombie. Or like...
Spoilers!
Shit! They're carrying... I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, how it happens is the couple just got married. And because they just got married and they're driving, the wife is like, I'm going to give you a big present, honey. And he's like, what is happening? Whoa! Whoa! And then he's like, she's going down on him. And of course, like, he's just like, I'm going to just not watch the road. The car will drive itself, dude.
It's a Tesla.
And of course it starts swerving into the other lane. And
yeah. Then there's these bright lights, and these like trained professionals don't even see anything as they're talking. It's funny. They're like, oh, watch out, Deadwood.
I guess I didn't see this when I was watching, but there were like a couple of like lights in the background of a scene in the beginning. Mm. Kind of like alien lights, and one of them just goes like zips off. So it kind of shows that maybe there were like aliens over there. So maybe that's where the zombies came from. Or
just a nod to Area 51 as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to talk about more about the zombies later, and like, because I noticed some things that they didn't explain. So maybe they will in the sequel. So they did leave it open. So
like they can give birth.
Yes.
To zombie babies.
Yes.
Zombabies
sequel.
Zombie.
Army of the Dead too.
Zombie.
They did play that song in this movie.
Which is funny, was the only song that they didn't play that was a cover.
Yeah, Zack Snyder loves cover songs. Mm-hmm. I wrote that down.
Yeah, all of the other songs that they played were iconic songs, but they were not cover songs. They were cover songs.
Yeah.
Like they did Viva Las Vegas, but it was a cover. They did other ones.
Big Time Rush.
That's it.
The classic.
Is that boy band?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, isn't that the one that's like, you light up my life and copyright?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like nobody else.
You're doing it. It's fine. You're doing copy. Yeah, right. But yeah, so.
Oh, they also did a cover. They also played a cover of "This Is the End" by The Doors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
which I did not like. I did not like that cover.
No, it wasn't that good.
Because I kept hearing like the original song, and I'm like, they changed too much of it. The original was really good.
Well, I like the original one because it's so like trippy and weird.
Yeah. Someone's just like, turning like a doo-wop.
Boom bop, bop. This is the end. Whoa.
No, that's just turning into a Billy Joel song.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Is that song? No, what's that song? That's like, no, that's Hanson.
That's
turning into a Hanson song. Bop, this is the end, my friend.
Oh,
Jim Morrison. I'm sing for the Doors.
I sing backwards because I don't like the crowd. I'm scared of them.
They're so creepy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so they crash, the zombies gets out, kills everyone, and it begins.
And of course, there's like the cliche, like, what about the payload? Payload's compromised. And they're like, get out of there!
He's like, what'd you say, dude? I couldn't hear you. Get the fuck out of there. What? What? It's like perfectly crystal clear.
Yeah, it's like the same every time, and then suddenly the last time he hears it right.
Oh, hey, get out of there. And then he's all calm. He's like, hey, just leave it. It's fine. They'll come get it.
Yeah, and of course the guy's like, what'd you say? And then as soon as he turns his head, like...
Nothing fucks him up.
Yeah, and it seemed to be impervious to bullets, or was just dodging them, so...
Yeah, it was getting, like, hit and didn't matter.
Yeah.
And then... I guess the headshot was the only thing that could kill it, and they didn't hit it in the head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was too quick. But yeah, then they ran... The two dudes that we followed, they ran away. Mm-hmm. And they fell, and he's like, oh, this fucking dude, get up, dude. And he's like...
I was actually watching a new Rockstars video, and apparently that's a nod to American Werewolf in Paris.
Oh, yeah.
It's
in London.
In London, that's it. American Werewolf in London. I never seen it, but that's...
In London.
Yes.
England.
Where's that at?
Ohio.
Is that Ohio?
I
Okay.
think there's a Miami, Ohio.
Is that up... So is that up near the Jamba Juice?
Yeah, off 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because I was like, well, this whole movie is just like goofy.
Yeah.
It's like on purpose, so that makes sense because that does happen in that movie. The movie's actually really good.
I've never seen it, and I want to. It's
the
on my
creature
bucket
effects
list.
are creepy as hell.
Is that the one where like he morphs? Like they did like a real time morphing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like impressive for the 80s. So.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the guy who also did the effects for The Thing?
Probably.
The guy, like the effects guy who did that.
I'm assuming because they looked pretty similar.
Yeah.
And like the same quality level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we could look it up.
Goose it?
Yeah.
How much you putting your rep on this? Apparently that's what it takes now. Sorry, I hit the mic for the listeners. Not to the listeners of the video, but the listeners of the podcast.
Yeah.
This is the podcast one, and this is the video one.
Yeah.
So there's a little...
Each get your own separate audio track.
Little ASMR. This is for my podcast buddies. I actually licked it. Ew. I didn't mean to. Why does it smell like butthole?
That's your mic, dude.
I thought I cleaned it.
Yeah.
Who did special effects for Rick Baker?
Ronald Baker.
Who did special effects for The Thing? Look at that. It's the first one. Oh, Rob Bottin. So no.
Same initials.
Yeah. Let's just say they're the same person.
Yeah, same person.
Same person did that.
Rick Baker and RB. So
RB, yep.
it is weird that they have the same initials.
Yeah, right?
RB, dude.
RB did.
Guess you gotta be named RB to be good at that stuff.
So I'm out.
Me too.
My initials are only good for one thing.
You know, director of photography.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. Yes.
Yeah.
DP does not have any other connotations. Nope. Definitely.
Dancing.
I need to take a shower.
Peter.
Okay, so the next scene is them, is the title crawl, and it's basically a bunch of kind of vignettes of zombies. It reminded me a lot of Zombieland.
Yeah.
The beginning of Zombieland, where different things happen, and it's played over the cover of Viva
and
Las
we
Vegas.
We can't stop, and we won't stop.
Huh?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh. Oh, I don't know any. I only know Wrecking Ball. Is that from Wrecking Ball?
I don't know. It was 2013.
Might have been.
I don't think it's from Wrecking Ball.
Oh. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I like that title crawl though because it told the story instead of having to just dump exposition off after the intro.
Yeah.
And then the zombies took over Vegas, blah blah blah. It's such good character development with that one mom and daughter, and it's just that short amount of time. You learn to you're attached to them already.
Yeah.
At least I was.
Yeah, I was too.
And I was like, wow, that's good filmmaking right there.
Mm-hmm. It reminded me a lot of the opening of Up.
Up. I've never seen Up.
It's really good. It's there's no dialogue in the beginning. There's dialogue in the very beginning, but then for the going through their whole life.
Woodpecker?
Okay, so after the title crawl, it goes through where it has the mom and daughter.
Mm-hmm. And they don't make it out.
They don't make it out. They get fucking smashed by goddamn fucking
the cargo.
Cargo trailer.
Busy boom.
Yeah.
That's how it sounded. Busy boom.
Busy boom.
Busy boom. But we're also introduced to at least the three badass people with Dave Bautista playing Scott Ward, and then Ana de la Reguera as Maria Cruz, and Omari Hardwick as Vander Rohe?
Vander Rohe.
That's a weird name. Or weird spelling.
Yeah, it is.
But they were the team sent in to rescue people or try and do something. Cause what did it say? Lost Vengeance?
Yeah.
That was the patch they had. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. So yeah, and there was a bunch of little vignettes of other people too. There's the guy shooting the zombies, and then he pulls up a gas flare thing.
Oh, to mark the targets for the A-10s.
And he's just getting eaten as he's just fuck it, and then they.
The A-10s, A-10 warthogs, dude. They're so loud.
Yeah, dude.
They're terrifying.
Didn't Zack Snyder do the Watchmen, the new Watchmen movie? It also reminded me a lot of that too, that kind of.
Oh, when they were in Vietnam?
No, yeah, when they were, just the opening title crawl.
Oh, yeah.
Where it kind of showed, how everything progressed. It's that same stuff.
Oh, right, yeah. It was, the original Watchmen and then to the newer ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of that. It's a kind of a neat way to progress the story in, little vignettes. That way you know what's going on. But also you can...
Don't have to Christopher Nolan it and just be and now, get ready for... physics class.
Get out your pens and papers, please.
My name is Christopher Nolan, and I'm smarter than everyone. He probably is, though.
Yeah,
he's pretty intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of Dying Light, the video game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because kind of had similar thing. They were at this resort area and zombie broke out and then they locked it down and then they sent you main character into forget I never beat it, but I forget what he was there for. He was there to get something for his boss.
Yeah.
His employer.
I don't remember why he was there.
But
because he ended up staying anyway.
Well, because he got bit too.
Well, yeah, but in that game they had medicine to counteract the zombie plague.
That's true, yeah.
But there was two sides of it, and one side had all of the medicine.
Oh, okay.
And so the other side was rationing their medicine. Otherwise, they turn into zombies. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Good game, though.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Really good combat and parkour.
Like
Can't wait for the parkour. I think the new one came out already.
No, they've
delayed
remastered it, and they made it a battle royale version of it. But the new one still hasn't come out, I don't think.
Okay, so that would be another game I would get. But anyway, yeah. So it reminded me of Dying Light.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great game. I like that game too.
And then as I saw Ana de la Reguera, I wrote Encarnacion. Remember that? Nacho Libre.
I've never seen it.
What?
Never
It's
seen
one of the best comedies ever.
Really?
Made. Yeah.
I've always heard it was terrible.
From who? People who don't like laughing?
Yeah, they usually are like, I do not like that. I do not like laughing. Please leave my establishment. I'm like, I just wanted to buy some Twix, dude.
Why are you talking to me about Nacho Libre? Dude, it's seriously one of the best comedies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch it then.
Because it's like, it's not your like basic run-of-the-mill comedy. It has like awkward cringe comedy. Because it's like this monk who wants to be a lucha libre fighter.
Yeah.
But he's not allowed to. And then she plays the nun who he's like in love with. And so he makes this really shitty song about her, and he starts singing Encarnacion. That's her name. So it's hilarious. So when I saw her, I just thought of that. I'm like, oh my god, it's Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
I haven't seen her in forever. But yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to watch it then. Sounds good.
Yeah. If you like Napoleon Dynamite, you probably like that one too.
I do like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Then you definitely like Nacho Libre.
Nice. Okay.
And it's Jack Black, so I can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I do love Jack Black.
He's a funny man.
Yeah. Like, hands down, one of the reasons why Kung Fu Panda was so good is because of him.
Never seen it.
What?
I don't really watch. I don't watch
the best comedies.
I don't really watch a lot of animated films.
Really?
Unless I'm like with my nephews, nieces, and nephews.
Are you one of those people that's like, it's animated just for children? I don't like it because it's animated. I don't like it because
I watch a lot of animated. I have a Rick and Morty poster, dude.
Yeah, but you don't watch Pixar movies? You don't watch Kung Fu Panda? It's so good, dude. You should watch it.
I refuse now because you were a dick.
What about How to Train Your Dragon?
I don't like any movies now. I'm done.
Movies.
It's over. This is over.
Career is done.
Cancel it. Shut it down. No, I'll probably check it out.
Okay.
No.
How about this? I'll check out Nacho Libre. You check out
This isn't a quid pro quo.
Kung Fu Panda, and that'll be our next podcast.
We'll just talk about two separate movies at the same time.
First impression, 100th impression.
We'll just talk at the same time.
So
it was a really good
movie, and
it was about a panda.
I really
liked some stuff. I think there's a tiger, and there's like a little creature.
Jack Black was in it.
Yeah, he was like hairy ears.
And he has
so good. He's like the chosen one, and he says skadoosh.
There's this guy.
Yeah. I think I actually have seen Kung Fu Panda.
So then it goes to Dave Bautista. He's flipping burgers.
What a loser!
Right? Yeah, it's not really explained at that point how long it's been. I thought it was like maybe like very
2
recently
hours?
after that.
2 hours or
yeah, right. He's like gotta work.
Need to get that money, get that bread.
So yeah, though Las Vegas is cordoned off, and I guess it's been cordoned off for a long time, and so that's probably for like years, I guess, because that's how they kind of portrayed it. You know,
that would be like the only explanation of how they built up, like the zombies themselves, have built up that whole thing.
Yeah, they definitely
that fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried to definitely portray this as more than just the run of the mill walking zombie.
Yeah,
where all the zombies are the same.
Which I appreciate because like I thought it was gonna be just like cool fun action movie with zombies and like it's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like Ocean's 11 meets zombies.
Right. Yeah, and that's how you think it starts, kind of. But what was it? Oh, there was like a news report in the beginning, and it says like there's like a quarantine zone where people can't leave there because they're in quarantine. But I thought it was like they had like human rights groups talking about how that's unconstitutional. It's definitely parallel what was happening, still happening on the border of Mexico with all the people in cages and shit. So
yeah,
I think I don't know if that was their intention, but it definitely felt like it.
Well, there was also that news. That was also it had literally Sean Spicer.
Yeah, bro, Sean Spicer. LOL.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And the lady was literally talking about how people were like, what are they going to do next? Come into your house and take a temperature gun to you, and if you're out, then you get like thrown out of your house. Like, when does it stop? It's
right.
like, this is literally directly parallel.
Yeah, I think they just recorded Fox News.
Yeah, right.
They're like, here you go. But is this like so random? I'm like, why is he in this movie?
Yeah, because he doesn't have anything else he's doing with his
He's
life.
like, I need money.
It's like, yeah,
I don't care if you make fun of me. Just give me money. I wish I could just leave that open. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then like Scorpion comes.
Oh yeah, get over here.
He's like, get over here and listen to my proposition. So he talks to Dave Bautista Scott. I was going to call him Scott instead of going back and forth. I might go back and forth. Whatever. But
I'm going to call you out on that every time you go back and forth. Then.
His name is Scott Batista. Or Dave Ward.
That sounds dumb.
Or Scave.
I like Batista.
Scave Watista.
He's got a sick last name.
Scave Watista.
Scave Watista. I like that one. That's the best.
Hey, I try.
Watista. Okay.
Yeah, so he goes there because Nick knows Scott's a badass. He's like, oh yeah, I got a proposition, like, go get my money out of my casino. He's like, oh, and then he's like, why are you working? He's like, I know my situation, all right? I like that. Because that trope is always kind of like overplayed.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they played into it, but also made fun of it at the same time.
Right. He's like, I understand why I'm flipping burgers, dude.
Yeah, I was this war hero, but now I'm like fucking flipping burgers and whatever the hell.
You don't have to be such a dick about it, okay?
Yeah, fucking hey. Stop telling me to get over here. Tell me to get over it. What the hell? Get over it.
I'm just really sad. Get over it.
Yeah. But what's the Hiroyuki Sanada?
Yeah.
Plays Bly Tanaka.
Yeah. Which is kind of like the antagonist of the movie.
Yeah.
You don't know it at first. You thought he was just a catalyst, but he's the antagonist.
Yes. Kind of like Butts.
Butts McKenna.
Dude, it's clever, right? That's why you come here. Listen to our clever wordplay.
Clever wordplay.
Butts.
We would be great at improv.
Yeah, we should. We should make our own troupe.
Let me get some from the audience. Butts? Okay.
Damn, the genius is dead.
It's like, who's lying?
Whoa, it's like fucking butt and then a fart. Whoa, how'd you think of that?
Dude, just this mind up here, just.
I don't even. I feel like God works through me.
Dude, yes, I'm just so incredibly funny and talented.
I did it again.
Dude, that's the thing. You did the thing from the thing.
Instead of a t-shirt, just. It's a catchphrase. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then classic heist movie, getting the team together. Mm-hmm. So he goes to get
because there's $200 million in the safe. He says if you get it out of there, you can keep $50 million of it.
Yeah.
And split it amongst your team because the insurance company already paid him out his money. Mm-hmm. So it's basically free money that's sitting in this safe. You just gotta go and get it.
Free money, dude.
Yeah, dude, free money. It's already so hot in here, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
an hour in too.
I feel like I got sprayed down, Michael Bay style.
Yeah, Michael Bay's like, hey, you're good. He's producing this podcast now.
It's like, Michael, come on. What more do you want? Okay. Do you want to pick up the camera and swivel it around us the whole time?
What does this mean? What are you doing? What does this mean? You want explosions?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's happy. He's happy. Yeah. He's happy. All right. I did good.
I'm done. Then he jumped out the window. He's gone.
Like how we just complained about going off the rails.
And we're off
literally
the rails.
into complaining about it. We went off the rails.
That's how it goes.
So, yeah. Who cares about the rails?
Fuck the rails.
You know what? I would say just go watch the movie. It's a good movie.
The end.
Let's just... No, I meant like, let's not go through it scene by scene.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Let's just fucking talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay? We're changing up, people. Well, this is what we do, okay? We're fucking
just doing it. We're doing it. Well, there was a flashback scene. It's still in the beginning, but the flashback scene where Scott has like this PTSD moment about how his wife got turned into a zombie and he had to kill her. And then we found out that earlier there was like a character in the quarantine camp. And we're like, oh, but then we found out that's his daughter as well. In the dream, she's in there. But I thought that scene was like, it could have been cut a little bit. There's a lot of scenes that could have been cut to make it a little more streamlined. Because it's like a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
And it didn't really feel over long, but it definitely, I noticed parts where it could have been like, okay, we're done here. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of them. There definitely could have still had the same emotional beat of him having to kill his wife. Because she was trying to like kill his daughter.
Yeah.
And then that kind of like introduced the tension between the daughter and the dad, which I liked.
I did.
It was a good story beat.
I thought it was kind of weird though that he was gonna shoot her, but then instead of shooting her, he wanted to get up real close and intimate and just shove the knife into her skull.
Well, I didn't think he wanted to like blow her brains out and like make her all like they wanted to have an open casket.
Oh, gotcha. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just thought.
But I guess they had going
easier
away from
emotionally, like instead of being like.
Oh yeah.
I love you.
I'm considering this last time we had sex, you know. Oh yeah. Oh.
I created another hole.
That's right. Oh my god. The daughter's like, what the fuck? So like later,
no.
She's like, you think I don't like you or I'm mad at you because you had to kill mom? No, it's because you fucked her skull.
She skull fucked her, literally.
So that was funny.
It felt like if I were to have to do that to a loved one, or you, no, just kidding. I love you.
Oh.
Like if I were to have to do that to you, just doing it with like a knife just feels so much more like intimate and just like yes. God, it feels so good to murder.
Release.
Instead of just like the opposite, where I could just shoot you and then be done.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree. They probably could have done it a different way to make it less awkward. And if you think about it, it's kind of harder to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like when people think about, like if you think about like countries that have a lot more gun violence versus a lot more of other violence. Like a lot of countries have a lot of violence other ways, but it's a lot harder to kill somebody with a knife.
Yeah,
it's easier if you run out of bullets to like knife them.
Right.
But like it's a lot harder to kill people with a knife.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
And people can usually end up getting away from a knife fight.
Yeah.
Gunfight's a little bit harder to walk away.
Yeah.
So,
definitely,
because it's easier to kill people with it. So you think that he would want to kill his wife as fast as possible,
right? Put her out of her misery.
Like, let me cut off your arm. Yes, other arm. Oh God.
Why is God do this to me?
Why?
I'm so sorry. But yeah, but going along with killing people with knives, I found Ed Kemper. He's like a serial killer.
The name sounds familiar.
Co-ed killer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's in Mindhunter, the character.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But he talked about how the first time he stabbed someone, he didn't realize how hard it was to stab somebody.
Oh, really?
Because he like stabbed and then it was really hard to like rip out the knife.
Really?
And he didn't realize how many times it took to kill him. And he stabbed this woman like 60 plus times.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was fucked up. But
God. Yeah, well, yeah.
But it was like an interesting insight into that.
We're like, yeah.
Type of violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's just kind of parallel, that.
So yeah, fucked up.
Fucked up. So yeah, there's that. I wanted to talk about, let's take some time to talk about kind of like the various states of the zombies, which I thought was super cool. Like you were saying, like that's a really cool way, a really cool thing that they did in this movie.
Yeah.
how they had just the piles of like shambling zombies that I guess were alive. They just were in the sun, so they then crumpled. But then she's like, if it rains, they come back alive again.
Well,
that was crazy. I thought that was really cool. Like a cool concept, you know?
I think it was like they were there and they were not smart enough to get out of the sun, but when it rains, they come back for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and it reminded me of there's a show on Netflix, it's a Korean show called Kingdom. It takes place in like, I want to say medieval-ish Korea times.
I think I've heard of it, yeah.
It's really good. It's a nice like zombie, and that's just how the zombies work. They like during the day they sleep, but then they come alive and they're super fast and crazy. I recommend watching it. It's only 6 episodes per season.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool. It has like martial arts mixed with zombies. It's really cool.
But add to the list: American Werewolf in London,
Paris,
Nacho Libre,
Nuchu Lubru. But yeah, I wrote because they talk about how the alpha zombies. Like, if an alpha zombie
talk about that.
bites you, then you get turned into an alpha zombie. But I'm thinking it was only, like, the original zombie.
Yeah.
That can actually turn you into an alpha zombie, which are more intelligent than the shamblers.
The Zeus was his name, I guess.
Oh, is that what his name is in
yeah,
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Zeus
Richard Citron.
Apparently he's done a lot of work on other Zack Snyder. He's like a stunt guy. There's a lot of Zack Snyder stuff.
Oh, yeah. Person who played Chambers as well. She was a stunt woman. She played like Amazonians and stuff. And a Kryptonian. But, yeah, so I wrote down, if alpha zombies bite turns others into alphas, then how are the shamblers made? So I asked that question. But then it's like, it must be the original has to be the only one that can create other alphas.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing that it's probably like a thing where, like, if you think about it, like, the alpha zombie, Zeus, is like the main zombie, so he's the most powerful. And then I kind of think of it, the way I'm thinking about it right now is kind of in the same way that, like, vampires were made, or at least the mythology of vampires. Not so much like Twilight vampires, but like...
That doesn't count.
The main one was... Depending on your interpretation, some say Dracula was the first, some say Nosferatu was the first, some say Cain of Cain and Abel was the first vampire. And so, like, that's like the main vampire that's the most powerful. And then every vampire iteration after that gets made is kind of like a copy of a copy.
Yeah.
So they get more and more, like, less powerful until, like, you know, you get, like, some, like, minor vampires or the shamblers where they're just kind of like walking around. They don't have as much power. They're just kind of there to feed and they're mindless. But then as you go closer and closer to the alpha, I guess in this case, if you were bitten by whatever generation that is, then that becomes more and more, you become more and more adept, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good insight.
Which I think is a cool concept, you know?
Yeah. Especially for zombies, because I feel like that genre has become so stale.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very stale. Just having this shambling hordes, you know, like in The Walking Dead, it just gets... okay. And they're just like, they're at the fence again. Let me take a stick. Okay.
Wow, this is good content. I'm glad they make 3 episodes of this.
This is scary.
Wow. I wonder if they're going to survive. They do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also like the whole concept of the kingdom. Like the alpha zombie made his own kingdom inside of Las Vegas. He had like a queen and everything.
Yeah, and I thought it kind of felt like a new evolution.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'd love to see more of this.
Yeah.
But I like that little in the beginning, like the coyote. What was her name? Lily.
Yeah.
She's like, we need a tribute. So they took Theo Rossi's character, who's like this shitty, evil, abusive guard. And then they give him to the zombies so they can have like free passage through their kingdom. Yeah. Which it's pretty cool. Yeah. Like to think about it that way.
Well, I liked that too because they kind of flipped the whole like dickhead guy in power position, which is what he started off as being. And I'm like, this is gonna be just another one of these tropes.
Right.
You know, like,
he's gonna do it. He'll get his comeuppance in the end, but
but he has to cause like turmoil for everybody else. But no, like he came along and instantly like got fucked over.
He's like, oh, she's
great.
like, oh, can I see your gun? Can I touch it? She's like being all like sensual with him. He's like, oh yeah, and she's like, shoots him in the leg. It's like, that was great.
As soon as that happened, I was like, she's gonna shoot him or she's gonna maim him or something. Something's gonna happen because.
But I'm like, why is she doing this? Just because he's an asshole, which is fine.
Yeah. Well, no, it just said that he's like a rapist too, so he's a monster.
Yeah, cause she brought that up how she's
advantage.
seen like how much abuse he's done in the camp to all those people, all the women.
Yep. And also on that topic, I forgot what I was gonna say. So.
Well, if we were talking about abuse of women, talk about how Tig Notaro replaced Crystalia.
Yeah, we can talk about. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't actually look at it. I just found out. But I guess, Crystalia had a bunch of rape accusations against him. And I guess they filmed the whole movie, and then that came out. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, because the allegations came out in March of 2020.
Okay.
And that led me to believe that they had already at least completed most of the filming, if not all the filming, at that point. So.
But and then Zack Snyder decided to replace him with Tig Notaro. And that's Peters, was like the helicopter pilot. The freaking snarky helicopter pilot, classic trope. And then, but she was a great addition, and like not knowing about Crystalia before watching the movie, her scenes are kind of, you can tell they're like, why are they shot like this? But it's because she wasn't there for the original filming, and
yeah.
Yeah. So, in the first time you meet her, is like they're in like the airport or something with a helicopter. She's a helicopter mechanic pilot, and like she's walking away and like keeps talking, and I don't feel like they needed to do that. They could have just had her stay there and like say one line and then she'd left.
Yeah, but I did. I mean, I get that, but I did like her line that she said. That's
no, like all the lines were great. It was just her like awkwardly walking away talking to them. So it was like really strange.
Yeah, and you could tell like the scenes where like you didn't see Chris D'Elia's face, and you just kind of saw his body kind of masked, and they kind of made it a little bit more fuzzy. Yeah. So that way it would equate more to Tig's body. And I thought she did really well at it. And I don't know if I haven't seen Chris D'Elia's stuff, but I think it was a good call to replace him. So. True,
and like. I didn't really like his comedy all that much.
Yeah, it was okay.
Like, he had some, like, really kind of funny stuff, but, like, honestly, he's not that funny. He's kind of just a dick.
Yeah, that's kind of his comedy. He's a dick. Yeah. And apparently that was just him.
Yeah. Like, have you seen You, the show? Well, he plays a character in the second season.
Is that the one about that serial killer?
Yeah, it's such a good show because you're, like, rooting for, like, the bad guy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Dexter type thing.
Yeah, right? Except he's not. Like, Dexter's, like, has some good traits. Joe does not. Joe is a fucking creep. But, Chris D'Elia plays in the second... Was it the first? I don't remember. One of the seasons, he plays, like, this celebrity, but he's also a rapist. And it's like, did he just play himself? Like, what the fuck? Didn't have to dig deep for that motivation.
It's just the same thing as like hiring on O.J. Simpson to play a celebrity murderer. It's like it's just how it is. Yeah. And we can actually say that because he was convicted in civil court. So.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, he was convicted of manslaughter.
Nope, this is happening.
Hi, I know you're just sweet. No, not licking me. Yeah. You're still sweetie, though.
I guess you'll be good on the video. People like.
Yeah, people like.
He just comes on the video.
Well, I didn't stop him. I know. No. You're just sweetie. Oh, you remind me of my little doggy.
What are you gonna say? Something?
There we go. Fun stuff. Oh, yeah. You can just sit in the back. That's a good puppy. That's a good boy. That's Danger.
Yes, his name is Danger. He's a Chihuahua mix.
Yeah. Oh, that's good boy. That's good boy.
Good lad.
Good lad.
Yeah, so definitely. So it was like, I'm glad Zack Snyder removed Crystalia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it seemed like it was something that was able to do. I guess there was only one scene where it was a problem, and that's when they enter the city.
Yeah, and I was like, why are they using green screen right now?
Yeah.
But that was before I knew. Well, they did use it.
Yeah.
Because it was like only in that one spot I noticed. I was like, that's super strange.
Yeah.
But it makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I thought she was a good addition as well. Like I'd like.
Oh, for sure.
I love that line where she was just like, where they're just like, "Hey, you wanna make $2 million?" She's like, "Fuck yeah, I want to do that." And he's like, "You don't even want to know?" It's like, you don't even want to know what your job is going to be. And she's like, "I fly helicopters. I'm assuming you need a helicopter pilot."
Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So I love this movie because it's like on the nose.
Yeah.
So tongue in cheek. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wrote another. Oh, like when they come in, they're like going inside because like Lily's like, "Oh, I don't want to walk through their streets all like brashly, so we're gonna go through the buildings." And then Peters brings up to Scott like, "Hey, I don't really like trust this guy, you know, like, sorry, I didn't know you were listening." Like he's expendable. Oh, and then she keeps doing it. Like, "Oh, sorry, nope, not you. And then eventually it's like the guy that can't hear. That was really funny.
And then they all look at him. He's like, "Why are you all looking at me?"
Like, what's going on?
They all look at Bert from Raising Hope.
Bert and Ernie?
No, his name is Bert. You ever seen Raising Hope?
No.
Oh, it's such a good show.
Raising Arizona?
No, Raising Hope.
What is it about?
It's about a guy who has a one night stand with a serial killer,
mm-hmm.
and she ends up going to jail because she got caught.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't kill the main guy, but she ends up getting pregnant.
End the show real quick.
Yeah. She ended up getting pregnant, and then she obviously got the death penalty,
mm-hmm.
and so he ended up having to raise his daughter. So he's just kind of really poor, working at a grocery store, and it's really funny. It's a really good show. It's a comedy.
Okay.
So yeah, along the same lines as.
I was gonna be like, why is he in a sitcom? Because he always plays like seedy, weird characters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that makes more sense with like the tone.
He plays like the dad.
Garrett Dillahunt.
Yeah.
The actor.
Yeah.
People who don't know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of predictable, like, not in like a bad way because it didn't ruin the movie, but I knew like the employer, because they sent like his head of security along with them. It's like, oh, he's obviously going to betray everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
Especially because it came out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going along with you."
Yep.
And then that's just it. Like, as they're like opening the door to like go on the mission.
He's like, "Hey, I'm here."
By the way, I'm going with you. Yeah, he's totally not gonna sabotage everything.
Oh, he's good. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, in the beginning, you didn't really understand why somebody was there to sabotage it, and then it slowly gets revealed like what the real mission is, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but then like even like I had kind of like an issue with the logic behind that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would you go through all this whole thing to like make this team if you're just gonna, you don't even want the money, so what's the whole point of being there?
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, maybe you needed a team just like to protect you while you get the zombie head. Because they wanted like an alpha zombie head so they could sell it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I kind of saw an issue with that. Like they could have just, that's a huge plot hole.
Yeah, that really doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to like.
Is he there?
Yeah, I don't want to like pick apart this movie because it doesn't really try and take itself too seriously in that aspect. Mm-hmm. Or like the family drama is more serious.
Well, I think it needed to have a different reason why the whole mission was there. You know, because it's like, yeah, getting $200 million would be really nice, but you know that's not worth risking everybody's life. You know, just to get $200 million. Well, I guess no.
Well, I mean, all these people were like down in their luck, kind of thing.
Yeah,
is what it was framed as. So I was like, that's the only thing I was like battling in myself, arguing with myself.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, people didn't like me doing that in the grocery store.
Yeah, that would be off-putting.
Yeah. I didn't get it. They threw tomatoes at me.
There was an abundance of them.
Yes. So I was in the produce section.
Yeah. They were throwing.
Did you say
various
produce or produce?
produce?
Okay.
Like you're producing.
I'm
Produce.
I'm producing tomatoes at your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm in.
Let's look it up.
I'm in the produce section.
Let's look it up. See how it's pronounced. It's the same guy. And did you know tomatoes?
Pronounced tomatoes.
Tomtoes.
It's like, no, there's a whole song saying that you can pronounce it either way.
Tomato, tomato. Tomtoe. I like saying tomtoes.
Tomtoes?
Yeah.
I like them. Sounds like
Want a
Tom's
tomtoe
toes.
salad?
I can also say that because I eat Tom's toes.
What?
What? But then, remember when they got there and then they found that there was another set of plans? So there was another team that went in there.
Yeah.
So why would they send another... So was there another, like, security guy with them, too? And just the whole mission got derailed?
Well, and they were, like, dressed the same.
Yeah.
And then they have this, like, little storyline about how time is not linear.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a nice little, like, extra...
I liked it. I was like, I wish they'd explore that more. Because I thought it was going to, like, happen. But then I guess the movie would have been way longer.
Yeah. Well, and I think it was just kind of like, that gives fodder for the internet people.
Right. Oh.
So it's a timeline. These are actually the fourth iteration of these people.
Yeah, did you know? Tenet.
Tenet! Just shout it.
Yeah. Tenet!
Inception!
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like I was just there to, like, talk about the time loop thing.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm like, I don't know why I was there.
Yeah.
It's just kind of random.
Yeah.
But, yeah, then they had the safecracker Dieter, and they needed him to open the safe, obviously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought he was he was a cool character.
He was hilarious. He was really funny.
Yeah.
Because he was, like, so enthusiastic and, like, nice. And then really good at shooting.
Yeah, randomly.
Yeah. Well, I was going to, like, talk about that, because, like, the first time I ever shot a gun was in basic training. And I got the marksman ribbon, like, award, because I did so well.
Oh, really?
And, like, he probably just followed Vanderhoe's directions to the T instead of trying, I can do it myself. That's what I did, and I got marksman.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, they're not like
possible.
I feel like it's hard to hit stuff, but at the same time, it's like you can be trained.
Yeah.
It's not like an innate ability.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, like, it is possible to be good at shooting right away.
Yeah.
If you're a good listener.
Yeah, because I guess the concept, like the guns are designed to shoot as straight as possible. So if you line them up right, they'll shoot.
Yeah, and if you know how to, like, dampen the recoil and the kickback, and you can know what to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I thought that was cool. Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, and then there's, like, booby traps they had to, like, get past, which was kind of fun. But then, like, that. I was like, do they have to reset the booby traps every time, or do they reset automatically?
I guess it's something where they would have to reset them manually. So since they just set them off, then they're fine.
Oh, right, because then they probably have to go in there and, like, get the people that got caught by them. Mm-hmm. And then, Tanaka told them that they were all non-lethal deterrents.
Yeah.
Like, the first one was non-lethal. It was tranquilizer darts. Then it's like a machine gun. The next one's like this wall that crushes because they sent a zombie in to set them all off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then there was, like, a little logic about how the zombies are attracted, and it was to the heat. Because he, like, microwaves a hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Because it just cuts to the hand of the microwave. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, what is going on?
Like, oh, okay.
I thought it was gonna be like zombies have, like, domestic households.
Yeah, like, honey, dinner is served. Your lean cuisine is ready.
Ding.
That'd be so funny. Random.
Did little zombie Billy do good at school today? Here's your words.
Okay, Dad.
Well, I'm off to work.
That'd be so funny if they just spent, like, an hour with his family.
It's like a sick, like those old 50s sitcoms.
Yeah.
Like, the zombie family.
Tuesdays at 9.
Like we were talking about like the zombie sitcom.
Yeah.
And like the dad comes home and then or like the dad comes over and he's like wearing something like crazy. And the mom's like, I wouldn't be caught dead in that. And
That's good. That's a good one.
it's just like corny jokes.
Hey,
But they're not actually
sitcoms, hire him.
But they're not actually like zombie. There's a zombie audience.
No, like,
They're
that'd be really funny.
yeah, that'd be good.
Don't steal our ideas.
Like Zombie Society.
Yeah.
You know, like those other movies that have kind of touched on that.
Oh, like Warm Bodies.
Yeah, Warm Bodies and like Shaun of the Dead kind
And
of
Cold Bodies.
Kind of had some parts at the end where they showed like
Room temperature bodies.
how many different 0 degrees Kelvin bodies.
Absolute zero bodies.
Absolute 0 bodies.
But
It
yeah,
sounds like there's just no bodies. There's no body.
no bodies. There's no body that loved me.
That dark. You doing all right over there? There's no body that loves me. Did like the way that like every single person that they hired on, like they got less and less of a cut.
Oh yeah.
Like it started off
hey,
as
you
like
want $5?
15 million, then went down to 2 million, then went down to 500 grand, 200 grand, and then the last guy got like what 20,000.
20 grand.
Yeah, the guy that they just killed.
Hey, you want like a 50-cent piece?
Yeah, right.
Signed by, it has JFK's blood on it.
Yeah, right.
It's cool.
Hey, you want to be on this heist? It costs $100.
Costs you money to get on here.
Money to get in here.
You're an intern. You got to pay to be here.
Yeah, right. You get paid in experience.
It's this dangerous heist. Fix the work system. Oh, I had another note about guns too, where when they first get in and they're going inside, they have to like sneak through the zombies that are sleeping, and they like leave a trail of glow sticks.
Oh, yeah.
And Chambers is like, "Hey man, I'm watching your ass. I'm gonna watch our backs because I don't trust you." I'm like, "Why would you tell him that? He's gonna fuck you over, obviously."
Yep.
So, and he does. So he throws the glow stick the wrong way, and she goes that way, and then has to like fight her way out, by killing him silently. But then they knock some pans over and everything goes to shit. So she's like fighting her way through, and then there's this one part where she like shoots like this and does her hand like this, and I thought that was a cool touch. Like she must have some experience with gunplay, or whoever did the choreography.
I do that all the time.
Like when she shot, since she was so close, she blocked the shell casing, like the burning hot shell casing, from going into her eyes.
Ah.
Because when I shot on the range with like a M4, I shot and it flew back and went down my vest and like burned my back. It was so hot, and I was like, I couldn't get it out because I had a Kevlar vest on or whatever. Well, and I had plates in it. It was an armor plating. I was like, oh god! Yeah. And they never invited me back.
That's why you're not in the army anymore.
Yeah, they kicked me out. No, but so yeah, I thought that was a cool touch because it was like, it looks cool, but it's also functional. Also,
Yeah.
So
Cool. Yeah, I see. I've only fired guns once, so which probably the last time I talked about it, I said I've never even held a gun.
yeah, so you're just making shit up.
No, I went to the shooting range.
Oh, did you?
About a month or two ago. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Shooting
it's
guns
a good,
is fun.
It's a good hobby.
Yeah.
That's all it fucking is. It's a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Quit making it your fucking life.
I thought you were being like, don't take my guns.
No, I'm
Start
saying
screaming about that.
they're trying to take our fucking guns away.
Biden's trying to steal our guns. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to discuss. It was like near the end of the movie, and then all of a sudden Scott and Maria, like, we already knew they had a history, and I thought they were just buddies. And all of a sudden they're like, I'm in love with you. And I'm like, what? Like, why didn't they just add that throughout the whole thing? She's like, why do you think I came here? Because I wanted to see you. Mm-hmm. It's not about the money. And then she dies.
Yeah.
I was like, was that just added to make it seem like more emotional for him?
I think so.
I think we already knew they were pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of weird because she was the first one he recruited. So it just like, I wish they added more if they were gonna keep that storyline. But
we'll just have like a couple more scenes leading up to it, where like maybe when they're like looking at their guns about ready to go, they like share glances with each other.
Yeah.
And then like
a little more
like,
hints.
She's like looking at it and like they do a little bit more flirting.
Yeah.
You know, to show like, hey, there's something going on here.
Right.
Yeah, but you're right. It really was just like out of the blue.
And I was like, huh?
And it was at such a weird time. They're like so happy about the money.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, I'm not here because of the money.
Wait, huh? What? This isn't the time to have this conversation.
Yeah, right. Well, now is when you want to talk about this? I did think her death was kind of like, it was, I think it was meant to be like emotional, but I thought it was just funny.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. It was really gruesome.
She's just like, well, maybe we can start up something, you know?
Ding dong! Yeah, like, turn her head all the way around.
Flick! And she's just like,
dead.
Or something.
Well, I don't think she said anything.
Yeah,
she's just like, ugh.
She's just like, I wish I could have loved you longer.
Love you a long time.
I'll love you for the rest of my life.
Oh, it's over. Cool, I'm free again. Nice. Yeah. Single life.
He's like, woo, dodge that bullet.
Dude, I am not ready for a commitment.
Man. I thought I was going to have to die for this.
Wife turned into a zombie. This chick is her head turned around.
Dude, I'm just... Whew, I'm getting out of these scot-free.
So easy. No divorces. No messy breakups. Scot-free. Hey, it's his name.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about the tiger. And the animal really... stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, was it Valentine was the name of the tiger?
Yeah, it was one of Siegfried and Roy's tigers. Mm-hmm. The Siberian one.
What's that? That's Valentine.
Like, oh, shit. I guess that's probably the name of the real tiger, I'm assuming.
I think so, yeah.
So, if you didn't know that, it kind of sounds like, what? Is that supposed to mean something?
Yeah.
So, but the tiger itself was really cool, like, visual effects.
Yeah, undead tiger, and it looked like they probably just did mocap of an actual tiger.
Yeah, we should look that up, and I want to kind of keep going.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool. It was just like, it was a part of the zombie society, where it wasn't just like a roaming free animal. You know, like
right,
if that was a regular tiger in the real world roaming, it would not be just like, oh, this is Valentine's territory. Sorry, who's Valentine? It's a tiger. Sorry, you're saying this is a tiger's territory? It's the middle of a city.
Yeah, what does that even mean? That's normal.
Yeah. But
Army of the Dead created its zombie tiger with help from Tiger King star Carol Baskin.
Oh, canceled.
Yikes.
Is that the one that she fed her husband? Nope, can't say that.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We'll be sued. We don't know what happened with that.
Said she was helping Snyder and the VFX team find a real-life reference for the zombie tiger, named Valentine in the film.
Mm-hmm. That's funny, because that probably happened even before the pandemic broke out. Because I remember Tiger King only got really popular in like March of last year, and that was after filming.
Okay. Yeah.
So that means that they must have gotten her help before that. So
yeah, before all the
before the Tiger King
before
stuff
she was
came
accused of other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
before she allegedly.
Yeah, it's funny like now that actually in there because like when Garrett Dillahunt Martin, the head of security, gets killed by the tiger. I put the Revenant Tiger King edition. So hey, that works out.
It works.
But that was like. That was definitely reminiscent of like the bear scene in The Revenant to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just so brutal.
Yeah. It was, dude. He got messed up in that one, and then fucking he got messed up in this one too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's totally cool. Oh, talk about.
By the way, like before we move on, the way that the security guy was talking about the tiger, I was like, he's gonna die by that tiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the tiger has to kill somebody. They wouldn't have put that much effort into him not killing somebody.
Spent so much money to make it look so good.
Yeah, so it has to be him that dies to it.
But still going on along the lines, I think it was near the end once Zeus comes out and like sends his armies forth, and he's on the zombie horse.
Yeah.
And like coming from behind him, I'm pretty sure the horse was just like a physical prop. Because it wasn't, like, you could tell it was just didn't move at all. You know, but, like, you zoom past it, so it's not like that distracting, but it was just funny looking.
Just the head falls off.
It's a zombie. So.
Oh, shoot. Zombie.
Just holding it.
It's just like a string. The head's just like...
Dangling and
For
stuff.
those that are listening, we're just miming that the horse head is just a prop that's on a string.
Yeah. And that horse reminded me of, if you watch Castlevania on Netflix, it's a really good show.
I've heard that's really good.
But like there's a character in it named Isaac, and he's a forge master, so he can out of dead bodies he can create night creatures. And I'm not gonna get into the whole science of it.
Thank God.
Yeah. No. I mean, not. Yeah. But he has like this demon horse, kind of like similar looking.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So that's what it reminded me of. It's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely cool to have the concept of like undead animals too.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes that's in like the Resident Evil series has that. The zombies from what is that? I Am Legend has that. Mm-hmm. Like his dog almost turned into a zombie. But they don't really have that in a lot of zombie movies. It's usually just a human thing, which also makes sense because not a lot of human diseases can transfer to animals.
True, but this isn't really human disease, right?
Yeah, this is. I think with the whole alien thing, they were trying to make it like an alien thing.
So yeah, it must have.
So that's why I thought it was cool that they added that little feature where there's also zombie animals.
Yeah, that is cool. Mm-hmm. And then the blue, I remember like when they're in the main area and he like brings his dead wife back, the zombie king, takes the baby out. And it's like glowing. And he like holds it up, and then you see like two blue-eyed zombies.
Yeah.
I was like, what are those? What are those?
What are those? Well, when Zeus died, did you notice that like it blew up like blue too?
But then there was another one like when they were escaping the casino, they shoot one in the head and it like blows up, but it looked like a robot.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just me mistaking it because I didn't know what it was. But that's what it looked like. It was like there was like a metal skeleton under. I was like, what is that all about?
Did they run out of props? So they're like, just put this T-1000 in there.
Fuck it. But I was thinking maybe like the government sent in the robots to like breed this whole thing.
Oh.
Or
to
something?
like to spy.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
But like, why would they send them to spy if they were just going to nuke it then? Well, I guess that was the senators. The CIA could have done the zombie.
Yeah, so it's like, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, but they did leave it open for a second one, so maybe they'll dive deeper into how the zombie stuff works, which I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, what's his name? Vanderho? He's going to become the new alpha.
Yeah.
Because I guess he got bit by the alpha. It doesn't really clear who he got bit by.
No. Or he could just turn into a regular zombie and then it outbreaks.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. But it's definitely Indiana Jones crystal skulled his way to safety.
Yeah.
And he hid his way in the vault in the nuclear bomb, and he walked through nuclear waste somehow. Yeah, right. I was like,
he didn't just instantly die of radiation. Yeah. Well, actually, have you ever heard about what radiation, like full-blown, like blast of radiation does? Mm-mm. It basically turns
like not the shockwave, but like the actual
Yeah. There was a story I heard about a guy who got blasted by pure radiation. So it wasn't like he disintegrated.
Yeah.
What happens is that it causes all of your cells to not replicate anymore.
Oh, so you just age?
So you slowly die because like however long it takes for your skin to your skin regenerates like every 3 days. Well, basically
that makes sense.
3 days you'd have no skin, your internal organs would start decaying, so you basically are already dead. You're just a walking. They basically call it a walk.
So it's more realistic than.
Yeah.
And the vault protected him from the shockwave that would have just disintegrated him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Of the power of the bomb. So that makes sense. Okay, cool.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you knew that, or else I'd have been disappointed in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people obviously, it causes cancer and all that stuff. But if you get a pure blast of it, you should look it up. It's an interesting but messed up story because the doctors basically wanted to see what would happen. So they didn't like outright put him out of his misery. They just kind of kept him alive.
Jesus.
As long as they could. And I think he lasted for like a month or something.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, even he said, like, I'm not an experiment. But
where was this at?
Fucked up. I don't remember. I think it was in Japan.
Ugh.
Or... Because I don't remember exactly.
Sounds like a Russian thing.
It might have been in Russia. I don't know. But,
they don't really like human rights over
right.
there.
Yeah, they don't really care. But this might have also been like in the 50s or 60s.
Oh, but back before ethics existed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so. But it's kind of, it's messed up. It's messed up.
Okay, so that makes sense. How he survived. Because he didn't like, in Indiana Jones, he's in the fridge. He might have been able to survive the radiation, but not getting tossed around in this tiny, this fucking old fridge.
Yeah, right. The fuck?
Yeah. So he's in this like giant fancy vault that probably is protected.
Yeah.
By from radiation and also from a blast.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant to protect from people trying to steal it.
I thought he was going to get trapped in there, and I thought, why did that Dieter guy throw him in there? That's kind of basically sealing him away to his death.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, me too. I'm glad they like kept going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, he escapes, but then you found out he's got bitten. So
yeah. Feel bad for the stewardesses.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're like, oh.
What are you looking up?
Nothing. I didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, so like there was just a lot of really cool concepts in this movie. Not a lot of them were explored, but I also that kind of irks, like, I don't know if I'm mad about it or if I like it, where like a movie causes you to like try to understand the lore about it more. I guess I kind of like it, you know, because it causes you to think more about what zombies can be.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's a kind of a fresher take on the whole zombie trope in general, which I thought was cool, you know. And it wasn't exactly like something where like a disease went wrong and then everybody started becoming a zombie. It's like,
right.
It was just one zombie that then spread it.
Yeah.
He's the main zombie. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I do. I agree. And I like movies that like don't spoon feed everything to you. They give you some stuff, but they like leave little hints of other things, like that alien thing. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't notice that. I think I was too busy. I might have been writing stuff down instantly. I want to go back and see that part.
Yeah.
But I like when that's what filmmaking is. Like it's a visual medium. Well, I mean it's a multimedia medium.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather see something than someone explain it to me.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't like about Tenet a lot, because there was just way too much talking about these insane concepts.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And it's just something where like you can get explained at you for an hour and a half, which is what the movie did, but you don't get it till the end when you're shown exactly what's going on.
Right.
And then well, like, what is it, like the movie maker trope, like show don't tell?
Yeah,
like that's the whole thing.
Exactly. And that's what movies are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and it's not a trope. It's formula.
It's like the basic filmmaker thing.
That's what I meant.
So they teach you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of like the idea of like, it would have been cool also for this movie to kind of be self-contained in its own thing. Mm-hmm. I think what irked me about having like hinting at like a larger like evolutionary track for these zombies is that at the end of the movie they kind of tease it as like, well, we're going to show you more in the next one. Yeah. That's what I kind of hate. Is like, make a movie that is self-contained. You know, if you can make another one after that, then cool, you know, and try to expand on it a little bit. Kind of like Quiet Place, you know. The first movie is self-contained.
Yeah. Well, they didn't plan for a sequel.
Yeah, they didn't plan for a sequel. This one, you could tell that they, at the end, planned for a sequel.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. Don't make a movie to plan for it to become a sequel. You know, unless it's based on a book that's a sequel, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
Does that make sense?
But I also I like that because they have more room to explore. Because I feel like if they try to explain everything, it would have just muddled the movie more.
Well, no, like I meant like, don't try to explain everything, but don't try to tease it as we'll explain it later.
Oh,
which is what this movie did.
Yeah.
This movie definitely was like, oh, what's going on with him and this? Oh no, what's going on here? Oh no, there's gonna be another outbreak. I don't know. Oh no, oh no.
Well, I mean that's classic just sequel setup anyway.
Yeah, and that's just makes me mad.
Oh. I mean, I don't mind like that. And it was like classic sequel setup. It's explained. Obviously, he's gonna turn into a zombie, and then the rest is gonna happen. Like I feel like the only thing they didn't really explain is how zombies have sex and babies are made, but I don't think that needs to be explained.
When a man zombie loves a woman zombie.
No. La 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 la
zombie
la
birds
la,
and the
la,
zombie
la,
bees.
La 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 storks. It's zombie storks.
The zombirds and the zombies.
Zombie storks.
Zombie storks. They get... So when a zombie man and a zombie woman get together under God and hold hands, a baby comes to them. The miracle of God.
The miracle
Zeus.
of undead life.
Zeus, our Lord and Savior.
He fucks a lot of people.
Did he fuck?
He does fuck. You know the mythology.
Yeah, he does actually.
Tricks people into fucking him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Zeus puts his home in Olympus. The Olympus thing.
Well, I think that's why they called him Zeus, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking dumb. Cut this.
This one is going to be the clip for Instagram.
Shit.
No, just kidding.
No, it can't. It's totally fine.
No.
But I'll kill you. I'll sell you.
Sell you. Another zoom in. All right, anything else?
I can't think of anything I want to talk about.
Yeah, nothing. Well, I guess we didn't really talk about... Oh, there's like the trope with Kate Ward, Scott's daughter. Like, there's that trope, you're not coming with me. And then, like, later, they decided to sneak in on their own or do whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they kind of just, like, got that out of the way. Like, he's like, if you don't take me with you, I'm gonna go myself anyway. And I'll probably die. And he's like, yeah, you're right.
All right, fine.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad they just, like, got that out of the way. But then she ended up going off on her own anyway. Mm-hmm. To rescue her friend, Gita.
Yeah.
Who died.
Yeah, right. Oh, good. I'm glad you did that.
I was like, they better not kill Gita this whole fucking thing, and she's dead.
Well, did you ever play The Last of Us 2?
No.
Okay, well.
Don't spoil it for me.
I'm going to spoil it, because I have to. I'm literally going to spoil it if you want.
I don't want it spoiled for me.
Oh, well. Okay, fine.
You can keep talking, just tell me when you're done.
Like, it reminds me of the part where the freaking, like, the antagonist lady that you're playing as, you spend half of the fucking game going to save her.
Can't do that for any longer.
Then I can't spoil it.
All
right. Anybody who plays the game, I think, knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah.
Go ahead and spoil it. Like, whatever. I probably won't even play it.
Okay.
Not that I don't want to, but.
Well, there's a part where you're playing as the other lady who killed Joel, and
Joel's dead.
Yeah, he dies pretty early on in the game, though.
Okay.
So, and you start playing as her for a while, and everybody, including myself, was like, I don't want to fucking play as her. I don't want to play as the killer of Joel. I like Joel.
Yeah.
And so you're playing as her. You spend half of her fucking campaign getting antibiotics for this other person, who then 10 seconds later after you get the antibiotics, and I mean like a big long sequence, is just going to this other building to get antibiotics. You have to climb up this huge tower, go across this bridge, go down the tower to the very basement in order to get the drugs for her, take them to her, and then the next scene she sacrificed herself and dies. Like, why did you do this?
What the fuck?
Like, so that was a glorified fetch quest for somebody who was gonna die soon anyway. Who fuck cares? Oh, so
maybe they were trying to make it like the futility of this world.
Yeah, but they could have done it without having you do a gigantic fetch quest.
I'm edgy.
I'm edgy. There's more problems with that game too, though, so that I haven't spoiled for you. Okay. So don't worry, you got a lot of disappointments still to come.
Well, I probably won't play it now.
It's
not as good as the first one.
It was okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's a game that I got through because towards the end I was just like, I just want to fucking finish this, so I don't have to go play it again if I feel like I need to finish it.
Not a good game.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I think are we done? Can we be done? It's fucking hot in here. Fucking hot in here.
I guess there's one thing, Mikey.
Oh my god! Okay, go.
Well, Mikey Guzman, his character,
Oh, yeah.
was like a YouTube influencer killing zombies. I thought that was funny. He's like and subscribe, dude. It's just funny.
I thought it'd been funny at like the very end. Do you remember how he succumbs, just like, fuck it, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And he like pulls the things. I thought that would have been funny if he did a last like
yeah.
Instagram like, this is the final one, dude. Signing off. Hit that like and subscribe.
That would have been hilarious. Yeah. It would have reminded me of Spree.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so I thought it was funny. They're like all the characters are like really like pretty well written, and I liked them.
Yeah.
There's just like some random things that I didn't like, just like the big one, the nuclear bomb you already explained. So, and probably the zombie virus is like protects him from it somehow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's undead.
I mean, I would assume so. Yeah. I kind of thought it was going to be where like the nuclear bomb goes off and like it doesn't like
it just makes them stronger.
Yeah, or something like that. Like it wasn't going to kill them. You know, because they seem to be able to take a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
Without dying, but then towards the end, you saw that they were getting popped in the head. And at that point, I was like, well, no. Yeah. The nuke would definitely destroy their heads.
Yeah. At least the shockwave alone.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I thought overall this movie was like fun.
Yeah.
Didn't try to be anything it wasn't, except for that love story part.
Yeah. Well, there were some parts where, especially towards the end, it got a little too like dramatic. It got really dramatic towards the end when you're just like, oh, well, this is a zombie heist.
And then everyone's just dying like way too quick.
Yeah.
I was like, the only person who died in the beginning was Chambers, and Bert Cummings, the guard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then like everyone survived. I was like, oh wow! And then like, as soon as everything like kicked off, they're like, boop 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 boop. All right, and there's 3 people left.
Yeah. Right.
So, but I did notice that most of the like a lot of the women characters were like had this strong, and they sacrificed themselves. They were like the heroic types, which I really liked.
Yeah.
And
like
I didn't.
Lily sacrificed herself.
Yep.
You know.
And the Chambers also. Well, she didn't like sacrifice herself, but it was just like accepting her fate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they shot. Oh, I like that shot where they shot the gas canister, and instead of it instantly blowing up, like you saw the heat expand, cool. And then the gas blows up. I feel like that's more realistic to how gas would ignite.
I also feel like they could have fucking saved her.
Oh, they totally could.
Like, she was just being, like, held on her arms. They could have just been like, all right, boom, pop, boom, pop. Boom, boom, run. And, like, the zombies weren't, like, surrounding her at that point. Like, they were already, like, backing away, like, she's done, dude, she's dead. When, like, that's when the zombies started, like, surrounding her. And I'm like, they could have
But it was Martin who told him she's gone.
That's
and
true.
He was like, I don't want her saved, because then she's going to tell everyone that I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm surprised that if I was in that situation as her, instead of just not saying anything or just saying go, I would have been like, go! Martin killed me!
Or like, fuck you, Martin.
Like, Martin's the guy who killed me or something.
Martin's the guy who killed me!
Yeah, right? I would have said something.
Yeah.
You know? Then at least they'd have been like, well, why did she say that? And he'd just be like, I don't know, news to me. And she probably just didn't like me.
My name's not even Martin.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude?
I tricked you.
Gotcha.
My name's Randoof.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that too. I thought that was cool. Slow motion.
And he didn't overly use slow motion in this movie.
That's true.
Like, he definitely held back. I mean, the beginning was good for the credits. Mm-hmm. But most of the other times there wasn't a lot, which was surprising. Maybe he's like realizing you should stop.
It's not,
or at least dial it back.
I wonder if there's somebody that's going to take the Snyder cut and then speed up all of the slow motion scenes to regular pace.
Yeah.
See how long the movie is.
2 minutes.
Yeah. It's like, and here it goes. Oh, it's over. Oh, okay.
That was fast.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Right on. Still better than the Joss Whedon cut.
Yeah. It's true.
or
true.
the Justice League, as
The Justice League.
the internet says.
As we said, too, in our podcast
Yeah.
when we talked about it.
You did say
Justice League, dude. But I got it from the internet. I'm not clever.
Cool.
Let's fucking get out of this hot room.
All right, let's rate it.
Yeah, let's rate this guy.
You can go first.
Oh, yeah. You went first. Did you go first last time?
I don't think it matters, but
I think it fucking does. Okay, go first.
let's go on a tangent about that.
Let's do 6.2 zombie fetus butts. Yeah, it's so sad.
I don't like it. Dead babies. Yeah. Give it about 6.5 alpha zombie dick butts.
Oh, dick in that vagina butts?
Hell yeah.
Not vagina butts.
Front
Just
butt. Those
dick
are
in the
front
butts.
butts. It's a front butt.
It's a front butt. That's what vagina canceled. It's a front butt.
Front butt. Yep. So I recommend watching it. It's a fun movie. It's on Netflix now. It's probably still in theaters too for a little while longer.
Yeah, I think so.
So it might be more fun in the theater. I would probably assume.
This was one we did not watch in the theater.
No.
Did not go.
Because it was at one of the theaters in town we don't actually want to go to.
Yeah, it's the one that doesn't have the reclining chairs.
Yeah.
So
I need those now.
yeah. It literally has ruined me on anything else.
Yeah.
Like,
I can go to the Lyric because they show I like the whole environment.
No, but their theater's pretty nice.
And they're independent, so
Yeah.
can't afford that.
Yeah, plus they'll show like movies that aren't at the main one.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the indie theater in our town, the Lyric. Support them if you're in Fort Collins.
Fort Collins, yeah.
No.
Especially you in France.
Yeah. I know, I see you listening. Yeah, we have a bunch of different countries out there
Yeah.
listening. We had
Bunch of
United
guys.
Arab Emirates in there, some Russians. I think Putin's listened to us talk shit about him. So let's definitely never go there.
no.
So we'll get thrown in jail.
Yeah, right. Are you part of that podcast?
You part of the podcast? Yes.
You part of the podcast?
I kill you now.
Go to Gulag.
I kill you with my bare and my shirtless body. I is so strong. Anyways. Yeah, so
My bear will kill you, just like Revenant.
get
Revenant.
Leo. I love Leo. He's so good. Why he no get Oscar before?
You see Titanic made me cry.
I cry one time, one tear. Because in Mother Russia men cannot cry. Or we go to Gulag.
You can only shed one tear in your life. Mine was for Leo. His heart would go on.
My heart too. Fuck you, Kate Winslet.
That door was big enough for both of you.
We both see memes. I know. It would be really funny if Putin was this diehard Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's like you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, so perfect.
So good.
It really show how old man gets sad.
Goodbye.